Hello Nigerians, welcome to Beyond the Headlines. I am Tochukwu Raphael. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo, has said that his government will launch Operation Udogachi, otherwise known as Operation Peace Shall Reign, after January 25, 2025. In a New Year message disclosed by Christian Aburime, press secretary to the governor, the state government vowed to improve and strengthen the security of lives and property for the Anambra. According to the statement, this initiative will deploy over 200 security vehicles across the state for enhanced surveillance and stop-and-search operations. Simultaneously, the government is strengthening forest security through specialized training for forest guards, working in collaboration with local vigilantes and government authorities. In further tackling security challenges with a balanced carrot and stick approach, the statement stated that the governor has extended an olive branch to repentant criminal elements in the state, offering an amnesty window until the end of February 2025. This demonstrates his commitment to both peace and reconciliation, according to the statement.
But very fundamentally, security of life and property. And we're now declaring a major state of emergency on that. And in weeks to come, we'll be able to restore back this state to become the safest state in Nigeria. We're going to put in everything, but we'll soon be officially launching our Operation Udogachi. But it's going to be one that everybody is going to be called upon to do something. Security is a collective enterprise. But these criminals are our brothers and sisters, they are relations, they are relatives, they are children, they are relations. They live amongst us. They are not unknown government, they are known government. They are engaged in severe criminal but lucrative enterprise.
Very sad indeed. Governor Soludo has indeed endeared himself to the people of Anambra. His massive construction of roads, free education program for basic education, employment of thousands of teachers, impartition of skills to young people in the state, and a lot more are stirring the people to start believing that his promise of Dubai, Taiwan has just started to become reality. However, Governor Soludo has a lot to do. He has got a serious headache. The once safest state in Nigeria is now a cesspool of bloodletting, kidnapping, carjacking, mass murder, cult violence. Let me give you just a feel of the horror. Take a look.
That one barrister, Chima Collins, was almost abducted at Insugbe. In the morning, he resisted them and they broke his head, because lawyers can no longer move freely and do their business. On the 11th of May, at Abagana, by 8 p.m., around 8 p.m., the secretary of Idemili branch, Barrister Chukwubikem J.S. Azoro, was kidnapped. Your Excellency, as we are speaking, he is still at the mercy of his captors. Your Excellency, on Sunday, the 19th day of May, 2024, at Okeja, around 8 p.m., my own vice chairman, who is a principal state council, Barrister Awa Piawa, was murdered in cold blood. Last week, Wednesday, we also got information that Reverend Father Buzuo was kidnapped in the morning around 8 a.m. around Obosi Mpo Road. The last count we had in Ihiala is that between the months of December 2023 and April 2024, about 60 souls were lost in Ihiala as a result of cult-related war. These are human beings. Every life is sacred. No life is more important than the other. These are future leaders of the state, but we are losing them in their hundreds. Your Excellency, we say we can no longer keep quiet while all these heinous and violent crimes are going on in the state. Initially, we thought that crime was limited to a particular locality, but now it has gone across the entire Anambra State, including Awka, the capital city of Anambra State. Initially, we thought that crime was limited to time. If you go to Commissioner of Police office, he will tell you, don't walk in the night. Go back to your house before 6 p.m. Is that the kind of state we want? No. Now, Father Buzo was kidnapped in the morning. So crime is no longer limited to time in the state. The feeling we have is that there is a total collapse of security in the state. That is why we lawyers...
Very sad indeed. Governor Soludo is oddly unfortunate amongst the 5 Southeast governors. I use the word odd because Governor Soludo is the only Southeast governor who is openly using carrots and stick diplomacy in tackling the security challenges in the state. Initially, while delivering his inaugural speech on 17th March 2022, the governor implicitly used strong words against Biafra agitators. But he also granted them amnesty, urging them to leave the bushes and embrace peace.
So the IPOB, ESN, and MASOP, as well as the disparate armed groups in the forest, it is time to interrogate both the purpose and the means of your campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, to the politicians playing politics with insecurity, you are riding a tiger. The current trajectory is a road to desolation. Let us get around the table and talk. Let the elite in the closet come out and let's debate our future and forge a consensus. The conspiracy of silence by the elite and some of the community leaders must end. If you see something, say something, or do something. Securing Igbo land and Nigeria must be our collective responsibility. Let those in the forest come out, surrender your guns, and let's work together to rehabilitate and empower you to contribute positively to peace and prosperity of our homeland.
In April 2022, Governor Soludo established a 15-member Truth, Justice and Peace Committee in a bid to address the separatist agitation which gave rise to the insecurity in the state. To ensure credibility, the governor appointed notable figures such as Professor Chidio Denkalo and Bianca Ojukwu, the wife of the late Biafra leader Odumegwu Ojukwu, to head the committee. To end the protracted sit at home, the governor employed several avenues, both by threats and by pleas. On Monday, 4th April 2022, he officially declared the sit at home ended, instructing all religious leaders in the state to hold church services to mark the end of the Monday sit at home. Then, the greatest diplomatic commitment of the governor of Soludo is his historic visit to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, on 13th May 2022. In Governor Soludo's words, he visited Kanu to felicitate with him, and also as part of the whole idea of consultations with the critical stakeholders in search of lasting peace and security in the southeast. The people of Anambra State were in a jubilant mood as they expected the visit to lead to a halt in the insecurity of the region. Unfortunately, that was not to be. Killings and other forms of criminality intensified till date. Today, the 2025 Anambra gubernatorial election is just around the corner. More than anything else, Governor Soludo is undergoing what I may call the security dilemma. Now, what is a dilemma? Dilemma is a situation in which a person is faced with two or more conflicting options, obligations, or goals, and must take a choice between them. This choice is often difficult because either option may have undesirable consequences, or both options may be equally appealing or unappealing. In this case, Governor Soludo desires to govern Anambra State, but he also sympathizes with the cause of the Biafra agitation. But the two are somewhat inconsistent, as Biafra agitators do not believe in the existence of Anambra State. Then, as regards the identity of the gunmen wreaking havoc in the state, Biafra agitators contend that these so-called non-gunmen are foreigners from the northern Nigeria. But Governor Soludo believes otherwise, asserting that the gunmen are completely indigents, that is, the Igbos themselves.
Let me be clear about it. 100% of all the people that we have caught are Igbos. 100%. There's no one, the hoax about somebody invading from somewhere and so on. It's all hoax. It's 100% Igbos on Igbos. That's the first point. Second is that there are quite a chunk of them. Of course, Anambra is, like I said, receives disproportionate share of influx of people from other southeast states and other parts of Nigeria.
Governor Soludo has been unable to fulfill his primary responsibilities, which is to protect lives and property. His latest comment that Kano's release will not halt the insecurity springs from his belief that criminals have taken over the Biafra agitation. In December 2022, the governor alluded to Simon Iba, factional leader of IPOB, as one of the criminals, addressing him as one madman in Finland. As this complex web of confusion spreads, Ikenga Urago, a former IPOB member, described the governor's security strategies as primitive. Urago has called on the governor to adopt modern methods, including undercover operations, to deal with this issue.
If you don't have what it takes to take care of your state, if you are afraid that something will happen, if you don't have security enough to protect your state, it means you are not qualified to be the governor of that state. It means you are not qualified to be the governor of that state. In Anambra State, the so-called force the governor formed, you see what they are doing, causing accidents here and there. You see them beating people with some... That's not what you call security. And that we're going to have time without number. Nobody put in a with the Iburmote, security. And you expect criminals that they will not know when they see you. That's not how you do security in a guerrilla warfare, because currently there is a guerrilla warfare going on. And anywhere in a guerrilla warfare, you don't expose yourself to danger. Something is happening. You will go and paint the car that belongs to army. You will paint it army and write it army and come and pack and be waiting for the criminals. You will not know when the criminals will take you, because there's a guerrilla warfare going on. You will be undercover security. You will be a kind of modern security that you will not even know that this person is a security. You will not even know that this place is covered with security until you attempt to do something. Then you know there.
You're watching Diaspora Digital Media. If you like my videos, do not hesitate to like, share, make your comments, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting stories. I am Coach Raphael. Have a nice day.